Hello everyone. Welcome to a showcase for iteration 32. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. So considering this was a holiday week, a lot of team has taken leave due to Christmas and New Year. So our estimated velocity was around 10 points, but still we were managed to get 14 points out of this iteration. Just to take you the highlights from the iteration, due to which we cover 14 points. First one is the budget feature. We are done with the complete budget flow, which includes processing of the budget file, displaying the budget information in RNR form, and having a warning if the total cost of the RNR is exceeding the allocated budget, and displaying the budget info in the print format of RNR. This was from OpenLMIS. In VRMS, we continued a flow while generation of the EPI use form and the sync. So EPI use form was generated in the previous iteration. As part of this iteration, we developed the sync module, via which a field coordinator, once entering the complete data, he can use the sync option to deliver data back to the OpenLMIS server. Apart from EPI use sync, we started generating the EPI inventory form, which includes all the UI generation and client-side validation. Further, we'll be doing the sync of EPI inventory. In refrigerator form, both the refrigerator forms have been showcased in previous iteration. As part of this iteration, we are done with the sync part of it, which includes the two parts. First one is syncing the readings for a refrigerator, and second one is updating a refrigerator, like adding a refrigerator, deleting a refrigerator, updating its brand and name. In analysis part, we started discussions on coverage screens, which includes the fully vaccinated children, adult coverage screen, and children coverage screen. Those screens were basically discussed, and some of the discussions are still pending. We'll be continuing it further. Apart from that, we had a discussion with Ron on escape period feature, where we'll be allowing a user to escape a particular RNR in order to move to the next period. This feature is still on discussion, and we'll be continuing it further. Apart from that, a small achievement, OpenLMIS is now listed amongst other influential open source projects at Code Montage. So we have raised a request, and it was successfully processed, and now you can see OpenLMIS name in Code Montage. Now I'll hand over to Shilpi to continue with the stories, which were of 14 points. So we'll start with VRMS flow. The first one is EPI use sync.
So we'll start with the EPI use sync. So let me log in as field coordinator. So let's initiate the distribution. Go to manage distribution. Select delivery zone first. Program vaccines. Then for December 2012, initiate the distribution. And we go to record data. We choose for facility F11. So there's no refrigerator added. We go to EPI use page and fill up some values. Selecting NR on few values. Now we can see the status of the form has turned to green. Moving to the observation page, so that we are ready to send the facility, we have to fill this page. Adding some observations. verifier name, and now we go to manage distribution page again and sync the facility. So as we can see, the facility has successfully synced. Now, if we look into the database, this is the list of refrigerators added for that facility. This is for F10. Now we go to the EPI use table. So we can see that for distribution ID 1, facility ID 2, that is F11, we have the EPI use reading 1. So we have the readings for all the readings which we have filled. These quantities which were marked for NR are stored as null, which you can see as blank on this screen. See, we have added the date, it's here, the other values like the 7, 8 are here.
Yeah, so basically a field coordinator can visit a facility and record data for EPI use form. This form basically works in the offline mode also, and while collecting all the data for a facility, he can return back to his office, and while he is online, he can sync this data back. This is a database representation how we are managing EPI use line items. So here you can see there are a list of product groups which were displayed in EPI use form, and along with that the entered readings are displayed, and the readings for which NR marked, as Shilpi mentioned, they will be appeared as null, which is the indication that user has not recorded data for those groups.
Now moving forward to the refrigerator sync stories, we have divided that into two parts. The first one is for syncing the details of refrigerator, which we add in the distribution form. And the second part is adding, deleting, and updating the brand name and model name of the existing refrigerator. So we again initiate a distribution for the latest and first for program Excel and period Jan 2013. Go to record data, select F10. So these two refrigerators are added in the TESI data. So now I'll be filling the details in it. Say if I enter the temperature as -99, the refrigerator was functioning correctly. I'm applying NR to lower events and adding the high alarm events as 990. There was a problem, say gas leak and others, say some other problem, and then I add notes. So we can see that the status of the refrigerator has turned to green. Now moving to the next refrigerator, I apply NR here. Don't know. 89 NR. No. And notes. Now to the icon of the facility is amber, as you can see here. Now to turn the facility green so that we can sync it, we need to fill other forms. So we are going to EPI use and apply an RTR. Then observations. And now this icon for the facility has turned green. Now we go to the manage distribution page again and syncing the facility. The facility has synced now. Now moving to the database. This is the table for refrigerators. As we can see, we have two refrigerators for the facility ID 1, that is F10. SAM1 and SAM2 are the model names, and SAM and SAM are brand names. These are the readings for those two refrigerators, which we set for the facility ID 1. As we can see that we added the temperature as -99.7. The functionally corrected was yes. Then NR, then some notes. And similarly for the second refrigerator, we added problems for the first refrigerator. So that would be present in the some problem refrigerator problem statement. We can see that there is only one row in this table because we added problem only for the first refrigerator. So we can see that this particular boolean is true because we take the gas leak problem and the other problem is present here.
Yeah. So these three tables basically consume the whole refrigerator readings. First table indicates the added refrigerator per facility, and second table indicates the readings, particular specific readings that has been entered for a distribution for a refrigerator. And third table basically includes all the problems that a field coordinator has reported for a refrigerator. The same functional model applies for refrigerator also. This form works offline and user can collect data, and while he is online, he can send data back to OpenLMIS server, and admin or any other user can pull out reports from these database tables.
Now moving forward to the second part of refrigerator sync story. We have the part to add a new refrigerator. So let's again initiate a distribution for delivery from first, program wait stage, and current period say February 2013. Then record data, select facility F10. So we can see that we have two refrigerators. So let's say I'm deleting the second refrigerator. Okay. Then adding the new one. Say with the brand name Samsung, model 850 liters, and then serial number say SER321. Now I'll fill the details for both the refrigerators. We can with the status of this refrigerator is green now. Now moving on to the first refrigerator. Now the facility icon is under again. Filling the EPI use form. Applying NR to all the fields. Then observations.
So currently coverage scale has not been developed. That's why we haven't considered the status icon of coverage form. Once it will be developed, it will also be considered in the green status of a facility.
Now the facility icon is green now. So syncing the facility. The facility is synced now. We can see in the database that the list of refrigerators added for this particular facility. We have the first as SAM2, and we can see that the enabled flag is false for that refrigerator because I deleted this one. Then we have SAM1, which is true because we haven't deleted this one. The other one is Samsung 850 liters. This one is true. This one was the one which I added for this particular distribution. Now we can see the readings too and the problems.
So these cases will appear if a field coordinator visits a facility and found a new refrigerator which the facility has purchased. So he can add those facilities offline via form that should be just showcased. Apart from that, there might be cases where refrigerator has stopped working and facility has removed from their record data. So a field coordinator can simply delete it. Delete it means soft delete for OpenLMIS database. It will just turn the enabled flag as false. Apart from that, there might be cases where a refrigerator might go for servicing. So for 2 months, let's say the refrigerator is not available in a facility, but after 2 months, it might appear again. So a field coordinator can again enter the same serial number, which is the unique key for each refrigerator, and system will re-enable that refrigerator. So we can just re-add the same SER12 refrigerator which we have deleted.
Initiating the distribution. Or say April 2015. Recording the data. So again F10. We have 2 refrigerators here. So again adding one with brand name LG. Model name say 900 liters. And serial number same as the one which we deleted, that is SER12. Added it. Now filling in the details.
Just delete the other 2, you don't have to.
Deleting the other 2 refrigerators. Now moving to the EPI use form, applying NR to all. Observation stage. Now we are syncing the facility. The facility is synced. Facility is synced now. Now moving to the database. We have the list of refrigerators here. So as we can see that SAM1 is false. SAM1 serial 11 is false deleted. So the enabled flag is false. SER321 was again deleted. So its enabled flag is false. The refrigerator first, which I just updated for serial 12, the brand name LG and model name 9000 liter are visible to us now, and its enabled flag is true. And you can see the readings are also recorded for the same refrigerator.
Okay. So this was about the refrigerator thing, which includes capturing of readings along with the update of refrigerator like addition, deletion, and normal model updates. Moving further in VRMS flow, we have a small feedback on our view load amount screen. As you know, a field coordinator, when he goes to a trip, he used to deliver a pack size of doses, not individual doses. So let's say if one pack of a dose contains 10 doses, so he will be delivering in pack sizes. So currently we were displaying a number of doses in view load amount, which might need to be calculated in pack size in order to initiate a trip. Now we have incorporated a factor of pack size. Now every ISA value will be divided by pack size in order to get the exact pack size need to be delivered. So for that, we'll just configure a formula, ISA formula for few products, and then we'll display the division on view load amount screen.
So let's log in as admin. Log out, then admin 123. Admin 123. Sign in. Configure program product ISO. Selecting the program Vixen. Let's edit the formula for BCG. 220, 2, 3, 1, 4. Let's save it. Let's edit formula for measles also. 9, 8, 9, 7, 4, and save it. Now let's go to the manage facility page and override the calculations of modify the ISA value for facility X10. Modify ISA values. As we can see, the calculated value for BCG is 38 here and measles is 197. Let's say I'm overriding the value for measles, say by 30. Done and save.
So this is just to highlight, like in view load amount screen, the priority of this thing ISA is first we will calculate the ISA value based on the configured formula. But if some for a specific facility admin has overridden the calculate formula, then we'll be displaying the overridden value. So now, as I mentioned, this ISA value, what we just saw, will be divided by pack size and it will be multiplied by number of months in a period. So now we'll see what's the pack size for BCG and measles for which we have configured the formula. Search by our product code, which is BCG. Yeah. So just looking for pack size, which is yeah. So as you can see here, the pack size for BCG is 10, and similarly, I think for measles also we have configured it 10 in our test sheet data. So now we go to view load amount page to see the divided value.
Logging again as the coordinator. Delivery zone, delivery zone first, then Vixens, and then 2012 payload amount. As we have periods for the 1 month periods, so the formula would be whatever the ISA amount is into 1 by 10. So as we can see that for measles we have 3, 30 by 10 is 3.
And for this BCG, the ISA calculated value was 38, which will be divided by 10 to give 3.8, which will be normally rounded up to 4. And the other multiplier was the number of months in a period. So currently we have a monthly period. If we have, let's say, a quarterly period, then this value will be multiplied by 3. So this was about feedback on view load amount screen, which has been corrected. Moving further to a budget feature, as I mentioned, highlights, we are done with a whole budget feature. In our previous iteration, we showcased how we are processing a budget file which is coming from ERP system. and persisting that data in our database. In this iteration, we have utilized that information to display it in RNR form and to use that data to generate warning if the total cost of the RNR exceeds the allocated budget. We have also enhanced our print format of RNR where we are displaying the allocated value and also the warning if the total cost exceeds. Apart from that, as per the defined use cases, this budgeting only applies for regular RNR and not for emergency RNR. And in regular RNR also, this budgeting is governed by a flag, which is known as the budget applies, which is for each program. So let's say if malaria is a budget governed program, so admin can set this flag as true. In that case, we'll be utilizing this budget information in all the RNR initiated for malaria program. And the same can be done for programs like essential medicines, which might not be budget governed. So let's show this budget information in RNR form first.
Let's log in as student. And initiating a distribution. For malaria for December 2012. In our spreadsheet data, we have allocated budget as $123 for this particular program, and the budget applies flag is true for this program, as we can see in this table. So for malaria, the budget applies is true. Now the budget is 123, and we fill the details here as this, and new patients 9. So the total RNR cost is more than 123, and we get the warning. And now if we reduce the new patient count, say by 4, now the total cost is 50, which is less than the allocated budget. So the warning has been removed. Now if you go to the print page,
so you need to save the RNR form in order to get the cost and the warning itself. So just raise the warning and save the form. Go to OpenLMIS, raise the warning by increasing the count. Yeah, save it. Okay, fine.
So here we can see the allocated budget as 123, and because our total cost was exceeding the budget amount, we have the warning here, which says the total cost exceeds the allocated budget.
Authorize the RNR so that so in case if the budget applies flag is true and ERP has not sent us the budget information, then this allocated budget will be displayed as not allocated. So we can just show this by logging as facility hat. We need to authorize this RNR in order to move to the next RNR. So for the authorizer also, you can see the warning is as per displayed. Like if the requisitioner has exceed the RNR cost above the allocated budget, then while authorizing, authorizer can also see the warning. So I'm authorizing this RNR. Moving back to the storage charge. Creating a equation for another period. So this is the next period, which is January to 2013. So you can see, as Shilpi mentioned in our test sheet data, we have allocated budget for only December period, and we haven't received the budget information for January. But the budgeting applied flag is true for malaria. That's why allocated budget is displayed, not allocated. Now we'll just turn off this flag for a program. In that case, we won't be showing any budget information here. So we'll just do it as a query.
Update programs.
We'll do it for TB, otherwise we'll initiate again RNA for malaria. So that's false. Oh, it's already false. Yeah, so as we can see for TB, program TB, the budgeting applies flag is false. So I'll just create a RNR for TB program. Yeah, so as you can see, the budget applies flag is false, so we don't have any information displayed here. Apart from that, there was a small UI enhancement that we made on this page, as the lower bar was getting too big after adding the allocated budget. So we have hide this cost division for full supply and non-supply, and user can view that information by clicking this icon. Apart from that, as I mentioned, this budgeting is applied only for the regular RNR. So if I try to initiate an emergency RNR for a program, let's say malaria, for which budget applied flag is true. Yeah, there is no budgeting information for emergency RNR. Yeah. So this was all about budget feature. So we are done with our functional part, which includes VRMS syncing stories and modification on view load amount page, and the completion of budget feature. For any feedbacks, please forward that to Ron, and we'll look into it. Thanks.
Thank you all. Great job.
Okay. Bye-bye.